CWPubOnline offers you a growing library of real-life challenges for your students that's available anytime, anywhere, and on any device. Your subscription to CWPubOnline brings real-world experiences into the classroom that prepare your students for life on their own. They'll learn to manage their money and live within their means, to make important financial and career decisions, to conduct a successful job search from resume to interview, to use the math skills needed in everyday life. Our programs put decision-making in your students' hands and offer you a variety of options so you can tailor your lesson plans to your students' needs. Our teacher management system lets you view your students' progress and results and control the availability of each program to fit your schedule. And as a bonus, you'll have access to our current curriculum library, which includes hundreds of pages of real-life activities in PDF format that can be used offline or online. Jump right in with our 1-week free trial to experience each of the programs just as your students will. Or stick around to hear more about the programs. On Your Own Coast to Coast is a personal finance adventure that challenges your students to make it on their own in one of 12 real-life communities across the United States. Can they avoid bankruptcy and minimize their use of credit while maximizing their lifestyle points? To begin, students pick where to live, then rent an apartment and decide to live alone or find a roommate. They'll choose utility options, buy insurance, open bank accounts, and decide whether or not to start a 401k retirement plan. Then, during each simulated week, they must complete a series of necessary financial tasks, including shopping, paying bills, buying groceries, and gassing their car. They can also make discretionary spending decisions like entertainment choices, eating out, shopping online, and even trading or selling their car. But before they can move on to the next week, they must face 5 Life Happens challenges, which can include life's little hassles, major financial emergencies, important real-life decisions, financial questions to be answered, and financial math problems to be solved. Or they might get lucky and have an uneventful day. The best part is each time they play, things change, so they never have the same results, and no 2 students face the same challenges. On Your Own Coast to Coast offers individualized instruction with each click of a button. There are several options available so you can control the parameters of the simulation. You can choose the length that best fits your class schedule, the students' income levels, and the communities they live in. And you can add in options like a career adventure in which they choose an occupation. You can have your students create a monthly budget, and you can include real-world math challenges with 3 levels of difficulty. Using the teacher management system, you can follow each student's progress and view their budgets and spending each month. You can also measure what they've learned using the online On Your Own assessment. This 2-part assessment lets you choose the length that best fits your class schedule and whether or not to include math problems. And questions and math problems are randomized, so no 2 students have exactly the same assessment. Sign up for a free trial to preview the entire On Your Own Coast to Coast program. Now it's time to let your students be the boss. Every day, employers make difficult decisions about who to hire, who to fire, and who to promote. Now you can put your students on the employer's side of the desk and let them make those difficult decisions. At the same time, they'll learn the do's and don'ts of interviewing that may help them get a job, keep a job, and get promoted. In Who Would You Hire?, Lisa must hire a new event sales specialist at a popular resort. In Who Would You Fire?, Jason must decide who to let go in order to downsize his coffee shop's staff. In Who Would You Promote?, Martha needs to choose a new sales team leader from the current sales staff. In each of these programs, your students watch the interviews of candidates and evaluate each person based on their skills and the background information provided. After weighing the pros and cons of each interview, they must evaluate candidates based on various criteria related to the job. Finally, your students decide who should be hired, fired, or promoted by choosing one of the candidates and providing a short explanation of why they think their choice is the correct one. Preview these career programs by signing up for the free trial. Now let's meet some young people making difficult decisions. Throughout our lives, we all have to make decisions about our careers and our finances. Here's a chance for your students to learn from others and avoid some costly mistakes. Each decisions program introduces 16 young adults and explains their unique situations. For example, students meet people like Nick, who must figure out how to budget his limited income, Zoe, who wants to move out on her own, and Rachel, who has held 5 different jobs in 2 years. Then, your students decide if they agree or disagree with the decisions these young adults make. Once they answer, students get an explanation of why one choice would be better than another. Each decisions program includes 96 decisions, and each time your students make the right decision, their bank account grows, so they can measure how well they're doing. And using our teacher management system, you can see how well they're doing too by following their progress and results. Sign up for a free trial today to see how decisions can prepare your students for the choices they'll face in real life. When it comes to math, how many times have you heard, "When will we ever use this?" To get rich with math, students solve everyday real-life math problems with 5 levels of difficulty. From paychecks and bank statements to rent and utilities, car expenses to mobile device plans, grocery shopping, vacations, bank loans, and so much more. As your students answer math problems correctly, they get richer. You can follow along and see how they're doing using the included teacher management system. By signing up for the free trial, you'll be able to experience the program just like your students would. This way, the next time your students ask, "When will we ever use this?" you can answer, "Every day of your life." Now let's have a little fun and let your students show what they know. Students can win big bucks on the big board in Trivia Challenge. They can play alone or challenge each other as they answer questions covering budgeting, credit, insurance, money, saving and investing, and careers. Hundreds of multiple choice and true or false questions are available as your students play through 3 rounds and watch their winnings grow. And when they miss a question, the program highlights the correct answer so they can learn from their mistakes. Trivia Challenge gives you a straightforward tool to help your students expand their real-world knowledge and have fun doing it. With these programs already available and a library that continues to grow, CWPubOnline offers you the value of tailored options while providing you with programs your students will have fun playing as they learn to manage their money, make important financial and career decisions, conduct a successful job search, and use the math skills they'll need to make it on their own. Sign up for a free trial today and discover how we're bringing real life into the classroom.